Alright, let's go and get started. Howdy, howdy, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sharkinbear, and welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be checking out Let Them Come Onslaught. According to the Steam description, you will survive the relentless offensive of the alien horde in Let Them Come Onslaught, a sci-fi survival roguelite. The pursuit of the perfect build and an ever-expanding arsenal of abilities are the keys to your success. So just like the Steam description says, this is a survivor game, so you will be doing most of your survivor things, which is basically landing in a horde of giant aliens, fighting them off as much as you possibly can, meanwhile unlocking currencies and upgrading your weapons, so that way whenever you die, your future runs will be even better. So just taking a quick look at that, if we come into our arsenal side of the screen, you can see we have a variety of different skill trees here. My controller is wigging out a little bit here, so you'll see like button prompts at the bottom of the screen too. I have purchased myself a new controller, so hopefully we'll get that one fixed out of the way soon. So got one with stick drift on there, or like, you know, anti-stick drift. Didn't have the stick drift built in, that would be ridiculous. Anyways, we have our skill tree here where we use our little currencies to purchase different upgrades. We also have a variety of different weapons we can unlock, and apparently you can you can unlock these weapons permanently as selectable items as long as we get them to level 8 as we rank up in the game. Also a variety of achievements. As of right now, there's only the one character. And yeah, so that said, let's go ahead and jump in. We're going to go into Crash Site. Looks like we have a 20-minute timer. I have not made it more than 15 minutes into these missions. It ramps up really, really hard. Yeah, we're going to see if we can basically exceed those expectations. So let's jump in. Looks like we have our level here. Endless Soldier. Endless is an option. I'm assuming if... Yep, it's not available in the demo. Again, only one character. It looks like there is a music shuffle, which is pretty interesting, and a place to choose a different weapon if we had another one unlocked. Right off the bat, I will say one of the things that really draws me to this game is the aesthetic. The cool thing about the Let Them Come Onslaught game is that this game actually is a spiritual successor to another game just called Let Them Come, and I actually really enjoyed that game. It's kind of like a side-scroller type game. I never got to play it too much. I've also just seen people mostly just play it on their own, like on other channels or whatever, and essentially you were a guy who is holding down one point with like a gun, and then you had to fight off waves of like xenomorph type aliens and stuff. It was actually a really fun looking game. I just never got around to it, honestly. But I definitely genuinely enjoy the monster designs for this game, and it's pretty cool. So as you can see right now, we're running around hopelessly, just trying to find upgrades for our character. I actually really like this orbital strike. We're going to take that one. And it looks like as of right now, we have available to basically equip 5 different abilities. So I'm going to take this auto gun is what we have by default. It doesn't count towards our... Looks like it does count towards what we have. We've upgraded our auto gun twice. Or at least once. And then we have this orbital gun, which I really like. When it said it had a longer or a slower cooldown, I was thinking maybe the orbital gun, because it is in fact an orbital gun, was going to be a very heavy cooldown ability. Turns out not so much. And I thoroughly enjoy this ability. These points right here, as far as I can tell, you kind of hold them down and they empower your character for a bit. And you can see the charge there at the top. And basically, this is amping us up a little bit, and I really enjoy that. We're going to go ahead and take the Photon Saber. I haven't unlocked the ability to re-roll just yet. I have been purchasing a couple of upgrades. I played maybe 2 or 3 games, just kind of get familiar with what the game is and what you're supposed to be doing on a moment-to-moment basis. As we play through it, we'll get different objectives like, hey, supply chest dropped over here, that sort of thing. Slowly restores health over time. 3 HP every 5 seconds. That sounds pretty cool. Or we could go with the Photon Saber, giving us additional hits, because let me tell you, you need to ramp up your arsenal really fast in this game. Biggest reason for that one is because the enemies really do start to horde up, so we need to keep our guy as well equipped as possible. Especially these little spider things, they can sneak up on you really, really fast. We do have the ability to dash, but the dash cooldown is quite a lengthy affair. So if you're not watching your dashes, you can get in trouble really, really fast. That is the only reason why maybe I'm not just throwing out a dash as much as I possibly can. Having the reduced cooldown on the dashes is probably fairly vital. Little spider dude, I'm gonna need you to get off my nuts. I am a little congested right now. I came back from Florida. I went to go see My Chemical Romance in concert because you know, I was alive during the time when they originally came out. And, yeah. It was pretty awesome, honestly. It was a really good concert. But, as things usually are whenever you decide to leave the confines of your home after you're an indoor cat all the time, I feel a little slightly under the weather, but that's okay. We'll return back to full form now that we're back in our home environs. Looks like we have the option to have electric grenades. Damages enemies in a radius. Looks like we'll throw these grenades down, and they will do exactly what I thought they would do, which is pretty cool. I do like electric things. I want the stack of dark blue XP bricks sitting right above us, because, yeah, there we go. That's a lot of XP right there. Looks like we got some more health regen, armor plating. I'm gonna go ahead and take this armor plating, give us that 15 damage negation when hit. I do have a couple of levels of this in myself as well already. I believe in my skill tree, I have it to where I negate 20 points of damage. Now, I don't know how much damage enemies actually do to us, but what I can tell you is that apparently right now I'm negating 35, if my math is correct. And I'm not saying it is, because it's usually not. It's quick math, it's not correct math. Alright, looks like we got tracking coordinates. We got a supply drop. Looks like it is to the northwest of us. Ooh, there's also a blueprint there. I am going to go ahead and take the... Let's go ahead and beef up our main weapon here. Blueprint found. Unfortunately, we don't know which blueprint that is. These guys don't move a lot. Are they not supposed to move a lot? Like, I saw these guys on my last round too, but they just kind of seem to hover a little bit. Okay, so they do move. It's just very, very slowly, which tells me that they probably hit you really, really hard. Touching them is probably a not so great thing to do. Alright, so we're going to try to cleave through the supply chest and see what it's got for us. Maybe it's got like a magnet or something? Oh, it's got a blue upgrade. We can go with the orbital strike, lower cooldown. It doesn't say how much lower the cooldown is on it. I'm going to go with the photon saber, honestly. Because, I imagine the photon saber is actually fairly good. It only strikes twice right now, but I imagine we can get that ramped up too. Plus, on my last one, I don't know what I did. I don't know if I was upgrading it. It was one of the last couple of weapons I was upgrading. But you actually send it out, like throw it, and it just kind of hovers and slices things up for you, which is really cool. Looks like we have some elites here. I don't like the elites. They walk faster than the other ones. They walk with purpose. And I don't like things that walk at me with purpose, because usually that purpose is die. Can you not? Okay, I killed one of them. But I'm feeling pressure of more enemies around me. Let's go ahead. You know, let's go with orbital strikes. Let's reduce that cooldown. How about that? Oh, we got little spiderlings, too. I don't like the little spiderlings. I'm going to dash through them. And that, you know, didn't do much for me. We still took the damages. Okay, we made it through, sort of. Yes, we did. There is a box here, and then there's also a little thingy to empower us. I'm going to go step on that. Ooh, he died. Ooh, 2 beams. And sword throw, ranged AoE. Yeah, no, I think we're doing that. So maybe I did take a blue upgrade. Okay, yeah, so it does kind of a little twirl. That didn't go very far. Oh, but that orbital beam? Nice. I'm feeling that. This will help us take out all these heavies. I like it. I dig it. Fully negates an enemy attack. I don't think it's really going to help us if it's got a 1-minute recharge. I mean, I guess it will. But soon we're going to be taking hits from enemies. It's definitely going to take us, we're definitely going to want that to be on less than a minute. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do an additional bullet on our... Oh, actually, no. 15% damage bonus on all of our weapons? Yes, please, and thank you. We did take a hit there. We got some currency. Let's go ahead and dash through this one. As far as I can tell, at the moment, you can only have 3 charges of your dash. So that is something to take into consideration. Photon Saber is seeming pretty strong as a choice right now. I am digging that a lot. Also, apparently, they have their own orbital strikes going on. I'm not a big fan of that one. Let's go ahead and increase the damage of our orbital strikes. I gotta try to keep an eye out for the geometry around me. That seems to be like a good way to get myself killed too. Looks like we have a chest up here. We're gonna go check this one out. Oh, now we got bad enemies. Cool, I love bad enemies. Oh, there's another blueprint over there. I don't know if the blueprints actually do anything for us right now. And also, we have these guys over here who think it's really cool to send out shockwaves. I don't think I saw what that messages popped up said, but probably blueprint found. That's probably what it was. I'm hoping that we can find another chest here, because if we can find a chest, maybe, just maybe, occasionally we'll find ourselves a Volt Discharge. I did just unlock this weapon. Chain lightning on enemies near the player. Random near player, short range, causes enemy reaction when enemies are close together. Attack chain duration varies randomly. Okay, I'm all for chain lightning. But sometimes we'll find health inside these boxes. I'm not sure if I see chain lightning going off, but boy, those orbital lasers are doing work right now, I do believe. Alright, I see a chest up there. I think orbital lasers was a good, solid choice for investment. Supply drop located. Cool. I don't know if I'm going to make it there, bud. I told them to come on. You know, let them come and all that jazz, and I think they took up the challenge. I don't know. Let's go ahead and go with additional grenades. That sounds pretty sick. We got 45 seconds to make it to this chest over here. I'm assuming that probably means that if we don't make it there in time, we lose the chest entirely. Oh, there is a health kit in there. I never thought we would see that, and I somehow just managed to make it out of that radial so that I didn't get exploded by their own orbital bombardments. Not that I'm complaining. It just means I'm really good at video games sometimes. Just sometimes. Alright, that's, yeah. We're making our way through here. I think, orbital beams is probably gonna be a have to absolutely bring every single time just based off of all the changes we're seeing. Ooh, okay, so we got another blue upgrade here. We can change our auto gun to shoot 4 bullets. Volt Discharge to 8 targets. Photon Saber to increase damage. I'm going to keep on working on... Ooh. Let's go with a reduced cooldown on the orbital beams. I don't know how long you keep that up, but if I can get that to like close to an 100% uptime, I would be a very happy Sharkinbear. It looks like whatever that guy is spewing stays on the ground for a while. Maybe we don't want anything to do with it. But I was really hoping that I could, you know, kill him with a whole bunch of that. Let's go with Orbital Strike again. I want to get close to that guy. And I want to be best friends with his face. He's dead. Okay. Nice. Oh, looks like we get another blue upgrade from that one. 3 beams, it says. Yes. Yes, yes. Million times yes. We're gonna go with the auto gun. I can't imagine a world in which orbital beam isn't an instant pick right now. That ability in itself is insane. I'm just trying to figure out who's responsible for shooting the beams, because they really thread me like a needle, because those things are perfectly equidistant around me. So someone is good with their geometry skills. Oh, looks like we got an empowerment totem, shrine thing, satellite. I don't know. Uplink me, Scotty. Looks like we can go with the increased damage on our photon saber, reduces cooldown, increased firing speed. Yeah, we're gonna go with the firing speed on the auto gun. We've been heavily investing in melee, which is not a sad or bad thing by any stretch. But I have to imagine that maybe we want to shoot some stuff. Alright, we're almost out of energy on this pylon. And there's some guys that are running really fast at me, and I don't like it. Take this out. Let's go for this. Is there any health in you? There was not any health in that box. But there's another box right over here, surrounded by a whole bunch of these whatevers. I'm not going to make it to that box. I'm not going to attempt to make it to that box. There is our supply drop, though. We'll head there, and then we're going to go over to the power-up pylon over there. We got orbital strike at level 8, increasing damage. We can go auto gun or photon saber. Let's go ahead and go level 8 there. I don't know if the orbital strike is something you can start by default, but in the case of getting it to level 8 is what you do in order to unlock it as a permanent selection for a, starting weapon. And I can see myself starting with this. We're gonna go with let's go with armor plating level 2. Still taking hits. Honestly, my fault. A little bit the game's fault, though. I can't entirely see everything that's happening, but I am living way longer than I've lived so far. Alright, I hit a stun something. And, so enemies are stunned. I'm assuming. And I'm not complaining. I like it when stuff gets stunned. My natural next instinct for leveling something up, if I get it though, is Volt Discharge, because I want to try leveling up a weapon that allows me to chain lightning enemies, because if there's one thing you don't know about me if you've never watched any of my videos, and something you might know about me if you've watched my videos, chain lightning or lightning-based attacks are some of my favorite things to gravitate towards into games. If I can make a lightning build and feel like an absolute lightning god, technology-wise or otherwise, I'm gonna be in a happy place. We took a hit there. I'm gonna go and level up our grenades. And then we're just gonna dance around here. This is easily the longest I've survived so far. I don't know what happens if we get towards the end of this. Like, I don't know if there's like a boss monster. I mean, there are like bosses, so. And we are on low health. We need to find health. There we go. We found 100 health. There's a big, tall, lanky guy looking at me. I'm gonna call him Casual Greg. Don't come at me like that, Casual Greg. Hey, but maybe if we, like, keep, like, at a good, small distance and let our lasers shake his hand sexually. Consensually, of course. We can get him to bid us adieu. Leave your blue upgrade on the side table. and I'll see you next week or something. I don't know. Okay, there we go. Oh, he didn't leave an upgrade. What a jerk. He will not be a repeat customer of mine. Casual Greg and his no tip dropping ass. Oh, we're back to not having red health bars. I'm a fan of not being in critical condition. Oh, and then there's mini casual Gregs now walking about, mucking it up. Alright, I'm feeling pretty good about dying somewhat less painfully. Alright, what do we got? Looks like we're heading to the north. We got 50 seconds to meet us there, or meet the supply drop there. Hopefully we can get some more health along the way, or maybe there'll be health and or a magnet inside of the supply drop. Orbital strike. Additional random beams around the player? What? Oh. Oh, hello. Oh, and I see they kind of like shoot around, like they pulse and hit the ground. I like that. That's nice. It doesn't, and in the very sense of the word, as they said, they are random. It doesn't look like they're specifically targeting any specific enemy. They're just kind of bombarding the ground in a random pattern. It's still cool, and I like that our lasers from our original orbital lasers, they did change color. I wonder if they got some sort of bonus for all this. I'm starting to think that maybe taking that health regeneration every 5 seconds, that 3 health, that might have actually been pretty good. And I was just a doofus. Large biomass incoming. I don't like that. Like, is he here already, or like... Oh, okay. It, like, sections off the zone. Okay. Hello. Can I get this up? Oh, wow. Oh, he's got, like, his own health bar above his head, which I haven't seen yet. I was hoping I could hit him like this. I am stuck on a thing, and I don't like it. Well, I mean, okay, so maybe this little zone isn't too terrible, because it looks like we just have to stay within range. Oh, he sends out shockwaves. Okay. Well, that's survivable. Maybe. I mean, the worst part about all this is actually the enemies, really. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're really giving them the pepper right now, which is kind of sad. I would really love to give this guy the pepper. That 20% cooldown probably was the better option. I kind of panic clicked, just trying to want to get back to the action. Unfortunately for us, I think we're about to succumb to our grievous wounds. Oh. Any health? No, no health. I think the only reason why I'm surviving as long as I am is because of the fact that we do have those orbital lasers doing the work for us. There is a box. Targeting sequence complete. Did we win? Mission accomplished. Oh, we only had to survive. Oh, that's excellent. I thought I was actually going to have to make the kill on the boss in order to live. It looks like we got a new weapon unlocked too. Rocket barrage. That's pretty interesting. Okay. And did I get orbital lasers as a new unlockable weapon? We did. So that way, whenever I start, I can have that orbital laser in. It's a lot better than the auto gun, I think. And then we can go ahead and make a couple more progression type choices here. Although some of these look to be locked behind the demo. They kind of staticked out a little bit. Heal 2 HP every 5 seconds. Heal 4 HP every 5 seconds. That seems like a pretty good use of our ingredients. Looks like we have a couple of ones over here. Cubes are worth an extra 10% XP when collected. 3 within seconds or less. After 3 seconds, XP cubes convert into the normal XP. Oh, that kind of seems kind of cool. We also have the ability to get a reroll, but we're just going to go with the cube overdrive, and I might actually end up playing a little bit more demo on the side. But that being said, that is a look at Let Them Come Onslaught. I really like the aesthetics of the game. There are a couple of things that I do wish they changed, but again, this is a demo, so I assume that whenever this game officially launches, whenever, because right now it doesn't have an official, even like a quarterly release date, anything like that. We'll get a little bit more information about it. So that being said, if you liked Let Them Come Onslaught, you want to see more games like that here on this channel, make sure you are like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know what you think of the gameplay. Is this something that you were familiar with? Did you ever play the original Let Them Come? Because it's definitely something I missed out on. I might have to go back and check that out. That being said, until next time, you guys take care, and I will catch you all in my next video. Later.